So guys, I want to go ahead and say real fast, I did mess up my last video, and you guys pointed out in the comment section, and I want to take accountability. I did, I incorrectly blamed Jackson Carman for a play. We're going to be talking about this play in a second. This play is 1000% Jackson Carman's fault. You're going to see why in a second. But this play, it was actually not Jackson Carman's, completely his fault. It wasn't his fault on blocking because he physically could not get to 57 here, right? So he ended up, 57 went through, got to, didn't get to the quarterback, but almost got to the quarterback. And then right here, this would have been holding as he was holding him back here. Now, in the video, I did say it was Jackson Carman's fault, and I still believe it was communication problems. Like, again, somebody on this offensive line here, I guess someone didn't understand who they were supposed to pick up or who they're not supposed to pick up. I'm not sure if in the end of the day, it looks like the guard should have picked up 57, as someone said down below. A great comment, which is true. It looks like 57 should have been picked up by the guard, and it looked like Jackson Carman should have picked up this guy right here. Nonetheless, though, that's, obviously, again, I'm going to say it's not Jackson Carman's fault because at the end of the day, he couldn't have physically got him off the line. Tell me what happened here. Because this is a little bit different. Shout out, by the way, to Proud American for posting this. And shout out to Jackson Garson for posting the other one, right? And this one, I'm not taking this back because this is actually awful. So the ball's hiked, right? That's Jackson Carman, by the way. What? Did Jackson Carman forget to block? Was he in, like, idle mode? Did this man just AFK on the offensive line? So, yes, while that last play, you can make the argument that, hey, listen, it was miscommunication. The guard should have picked him up. Give me the reason why Jackson Carman did not just block 95 or 91 and let them go straight through. Okay, 95 should have been picked up by the guard, right? You say that answer. How about 91? Why was there no one blocking 91 or 95? And again, guys, this is why I don't want to be too harsh on Jackson Carman. I have been very high on him all offseason, and I do love Jackson Carman. I want to see him be successful. I want to see him get to that next level. And honestly, I wanted him to win the starting job over Jonah Williams. Because I thought he had the potential with all the offseason stuff, where he's getting better, he's getting, stronger. He looks like a completely different person. All that kind of stuff. But then I see him in training camp, and he's getting destroyed by Sam Hubbard. He's getting overpowered by Myles Murphy. Obviously, we have great players. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, if this right here, I believe that's Preston Smith. If Jackson Carman got destroyed on this play by Preston Smith, I would sit here and tell you, listen, Preston Smith's a great player. That's not Jackson Carman's fault if he gets destroyed. At the end of the day, we're going against an elite pass rusher, and Jackson Carman's not an elite right tackle. I would be okay with that. But to not even block anyone? And I guess it's miscommunication, but I feel like as a right tackle, you should at least try to grab someone. To grab no one. Like, again, to his credit, on this play, when Jackson Carman, the 57, gets around, right? Jackson Carman does a really good job of tracking him down and trying to hold him from getting to the quarterback. That's good credit there. Credit where credit's due there. At least you did the effort to do that. What was this? Like, I'm not even sure what this was. You're just not gonna block. You're just gonna sit there and do nothing. I'm not even sure. Like, again, like I said, I'm not trying to sit here and, trash on Jackson Carman, because again, I do hope he is successful. Listen, I want our quarterback protected, right? I want Joe Burrow protected as much as possible so we can have as long as a career with him as possible and win a couple Super Bowls. So when I see stuff like this, that's why I pointed out, not to be, a-hole toward Jackson Carman, but like, I'm just like confused myself watching this. Because last night we did a 3.5 hour live stream, right? Breaking down all these clips, talking about, like the plays, but we didn't really see the offensive line play. And this is probably why we saw last night, Coach Taylor even said, that they asked him, like, why did you put back in Jackson Carman in the fourth quarter after, like, he was out for, like, half the game. And he wouldn't say why, and I probably see this is why. He wanted to see some more, see if he was, like, you know, getting better or anything, or better at blocking, or whatever the case. And no. I mean, this is really bad. I'm not even going to stress that enough. That is very bad. This happens in the regular season. That is TJ Watt at Joe Burrow. That is Myles Garrett at Joe Burrow. And again, I think Myles Garrett actually goes on the other side. My apologies. That's TJ Watt over here getting after Joe Burrow. So, it's scary. But that's why Jonah Williams won the starting job. Jonah Williams has officially won the starting job, as we can see, because he was not playing last night. And all the starters were healthy scratches last night, and that includes Jonah Williams. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like I said before in my last video, you know, we're going to see how good Jonah plays, and I'm really hoping Jonah goes out there and performs at the highest level possible, because I want to see our quarterback protected. I don't know how much preseason time we're going to see of Jonah Williams. We might see a little bit of him. We might see a lot of him. We have to wait and see how that ends up shaking out. But, again, like I said, you know, we're also going to see how Collins plays when he comes back. Because when Collins comes back, is it going to be Jonah's job? Is it going to be Collins' job? Well, there's probably going to be maybe some, like, split time to see who plays better at the end of the day. Because you got to keep in mind, Jonah's on a guaranteed contract, right? He's on a $12.6 million guaranteed contract. Collins is being paid per game. So it's completely different. We got a pay per game, and we got a, you know, guaranteed contract. So a little bit different of numbers there. So at the end of the day, you know, if you're going to get rid of Jonah, you'd have to trade him. You can't cut him. And you're not going to cut Collins because you're not going to save really any money by cutting Collins. So it's going to really depend on what they want to do. And in all honesty, if my personal opinion is, I say keep both. Have extra offensive line depth so that you can go into, you know, the postseason with some backups that can actually be starters. Now, I will say one last thing, and someone did comment down below, and it is true. Jackson Carman is a left tackle who is playing right tackle. He was left tackle all last season, left tackle in the playoffs, and he looked pretty dang good at left tackle in the playoffs. So the question is, like, hey, listen, you're trying to make this guy a left tackle, right tackle, and yeah, obviously he's not succeeding at right tackle. But again, that's part of football, you know? Sometimes you don't make it at a certain position, you have to be moved to another position. This right here is unacceptable no matter what position you are, no matter who you are. Like, you can't just stand there and do nothing. You have to at least block and try. I mean, even the right guard, who obviously 95 got right past the right guard, right? At least the right guard's blocking him. I mean, there's no one blocking this guy at all. Like, and Jonah is still not, I'm sorry, I still call him Jonah. Jackson Carman still isn't blocking afterwards. So, again, like I said, guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I want to make this video clear up my last video, and obviously, yeah. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.